Good morning, fight fans. It's Friday, June 20th. Let's get into some MMA news right now. Let's dive right into it, right? Johnny Bones Jones says he's not fighting anymore. He's done. Jon Jones is done fighting. June 19th, 2025. Mark that on the calendar. That's it. He went on the Nelk Boys Full Send podcast yesterday and had a lot to say. A lot to say. So let's get into some quick quotes from Johnny Bones from yesterday. I'll splice in the video so you can see the video into this also. Right now, I could really care less about fighting. This is John yesterday. Right now, I could really care less about fighting. When the itch comes back, if it comes back, then I'll do it with my whole heart. There you go. He's done. Jon Jones refuses to say, I'm retired. Jon Jones, pretty much till now, refuses to vacate the title. Jon Jones refuses to fight Tom Aspinall, the number one contender, the interim heavyweight champion for a long time now. I'm not sure the days or even years. Many say Jon Jones is a duck. Many say Jon Jones has done it before. Some say Jon Jones is not the GOAT because of PED use, stuff that's happened off the, out of the octagon, under the octagon, in the streets, cars, partying, all sorts of shit. Here's what he had to say about Tom Aspinall yesterday. I think he's awesome, man. I think he should go on and have a wonderful career. He's not in a position to excite me. If I whoop his ass, it's going to be a whole new fan base of somebody who everybody believes in. Jon Jones thinks Tom Aspinall is a flash in a pan. He hasn't done shit, and it doesn't make him excited. What excites Jon Jones right now? Fame, attention, side missions, money, building his wealth, right? That's what excites John right now. Here's another quote for Tom Aspinall from Johnny Bones. When you want something bad enough and you get it, it could be the worst thing that could ever happen to you. That's Jon Jones. Here's what Johnny Bones had to say about Francis Ngannou. Basically, John thinks there's a chance we could see Ngannou in the UFC again. So here's what he said, a little advice for Francis. I think Dana gets it done. If Francis presents himself in a humble way, I think he could very easily be back in the UFC. Do you think Francis Ngannou and Dana White could patch things up? Will Francis be in the octagon again? I doubt it. Francis is almost 38. PFL owns him. Well, has a contract. I don't think so. Let's see what else Johnny had to say. Well, that's basically it, guys. So he went on the Full Send podcast yesterday, and I'll splice the clip in. And he sat there, I believe it was like 13, 14 minutes, and then he was asked a question by Kyle, and he walked off. The question was, what would it take for the UFC for you to fight Jon Jones? And he said Jon Jones said something like, all right, I'm done, and then walked off. That interview was probably supposed to go an hour, but John wasn't having it. He doesn't want to talk about Tom Aspinall. He did the same thing with TNT. I think it was Adam Catterall a year ago. They asked a question, or right before he got in there, he didn't want to talk because they were a UK channel, and the reporters from the UK. So he walked off too. And there you go. Let's see what we got here. we'll close this out with a little Daniel Cormier, what Daniel Cormier had to say about Johnny Bones. That's how we'll close this one out. You know, Daniel Cormier always has nice things to say about Jon Jones, and we can appreciate it. I don't have the exact quote here, but basically, Daniel Cormier is fed up. He said, "It's time for the UFC to strip Jon Jones now." That's what Daniel Cormier said. Do you think the UFC should strip Jon Jones of his UFC heavyweight title now, or wait? I mean, will he vacate it? Who knows? Who knows? We'll find out soon. All right. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Have a good day, fight fans.